I googled museum gloves while we were waiting to talk to you. They've moved from cotton to a rubber-based one now, Gary. Just to let you know.
I wrote that line and recorded it, and I'm singing it every night now, and I don't know that. I don't know that information.
It's Dublin's FM104. It is the Strawberry Alarm Clock, and we can now zoom into the world of the wonderful Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol. Good morning, Mr. Lightbody.
Hello, how you doing, lads? You all right?
Yeah, I interviewed you many years ago with the reindeer section on the Strawberry Alarm Clock years and years ago. It's good to see we're both still going at what we're doing.
Both still going, yes.
I went to Electric Picnic last year, and Snow Patrol have always been, and they are, my band. You guys were my college band, and I remember being stuck in the field in Electric Picnic, just watching you and everything flashing before. What was it like for you watching us last year?
Electric Picnic was just unbelievable. It really was extraordinary. I don't exactly know what to expect every time we play a festival these days, because some Run was written in 2000, so some of the audience weren't even born yet, so you don't expect people to know those songs. And yet I have a video that a friend of mine took of the crowd singing Run at Electric Picnic, and it's just unbelievable how loud it was. I think they could have heard it on the International Space Station.
And I'm loving the new songs, Gary. They're really great, and the songwriting. The new song "All" must be the first reference of museum gloves in any song. I think this is the first. That's a great line. So
thank you.
And there's another great line in one of the other songs you have about Belfast moving the canvas and everything. You must be proud of this new collection.
Yes, very much so. Can't wait for people to hear the whole thing. We're all Irish people, whether we feel Northern Irish or Republic of Ireland or Irish or whatever we feel. We're part of this island, and to be part of this island means to not be able to compliment yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So trying to answer a question like this without giving yourself an accidental compliment is a tough one. But yes, I am proud, and I am excited about this record, and if I'm allowed to say it, I will say that it's our best ever. So I can't wait for people to hear it.
Wow, that's some compliment to yourself. Because
I know I'd
your back catalog
saying I wasn't going to do it, but I just did it anyway. But you'll have to forgive me, please.
I always think of, like, for songwriters, it must be like all the songs are like buildings, and these ones feel like there's some skyscrapers coming in with this new album.
Well, I'm very glad. This album is the kind of biggest sounding record we've made in a long time. I think the first 8 tracks are huge sounding songs. So it's the last record before this was Wildness, and that was a little bit more sort of contemplative and a bit more sort of insular about the mind. I think this one's more about the heart and soul.
When the words are on the paper, do you then start building around it as in, okay, this is going to be in the 3 Arena. How do we want the lights to look, the sound to look? Do you think that far ahead, or is it just, let's see how it goes?
No, you're never thinking about it, because you can get tangled up if you go too far down the road. I think it's one foot in front of the other. And when you're at the songwriting stage, it's a very dangerous thing to start thinking about how it's going to sound live. It is for me anyway. Some people might be able to have that type of vision, but for me, it's about making the song sound as good as it possibly can in the studio. But as we're finishing the record, I won't lie, as we're about to finish it, as we're mixing it, our minds do start to drift towards how these songs are going to be live. I start thinking about how the stage is going to look and how the songs are going to sound when we dig into them on the stage.
Yeah, the video for All is from Limerick. It's from the Thomond Park gig, and it just looks like an epic night.
It really was.
It really looks amazing. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, it's only just been released, isn't it? That song, the video,
it's only out
the video.
A few days, but it was amazing. Yeah, thanks to everybody that was at that show, because you gave us one of our favorite nights in a long time.
With your songs, they're so emotional to everyone. I think the one that everyone always talks about is Chasing Cars. Is that the one? The Grey's Anatomy moment, when you hear that, you go, here we go again. Or do you have a bit of graw to it now? Because that program, to me, when you think of it, you think of Chasing Cars.
No, I mean, to us, it's never become anything other than what the song is to us. I didn't watch the show, so I didn't. Medical dramas aren't my thing. I get queasy pretty quickly. Um, but it did an awful lot of good for us. Of course, it did. We're very glad to be, having been on it. But I mean, obviously, every TV show in the world has tons of music on it. Every now and again, something will happen, for a song in a show like that. And we were very lucky that happened with Chasing Cars. But when we play live, it's moments like Chasing Cars and Run and Just Say Yes and Open Your Eyes. They're huge, big moments that everybody's singing along. That it feels like the songs have taken on a life of their own.
Because something similar happened with one of my favorite songs of yours, "You Could Be Happy," in the Gavin and Stacy. And when I heard "All," I thought, oh, this could be in a movie, this could be in a TV show. And is it true that James Corden is sort of tapping you up for a song for the final episode of Gavin and Stacey as well?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Well,
yeah, I'm not being
the internet.
cagey.
The internet told me. It's fine.
I really genuinely don't know.
Well,
Gary's
that.
hanging up on us right now.
well,
It's like, what's going on?
Yeah. Sorry, James. What's that? I hear about that. No, I don't know. But yeah, we love that show. So yeah, if they want another song, they can have it.
They could keep the phone on, I'd say.
Well, I mean, it's here. It's not been ringing, but it's here.
So you're coming to the Three Arena the 25th of February. Like, the Dublin crowds are always mad, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we're so excited to come back to the Three Arena, and also we'll be, I'm probably not supposed to be saying this, but we'll be announcing more shows in Ireland next year, probably before the end of this year. So, that's not just that one show in Dublin and 2 shows in Belfast. It's going to be more than that. But yeah, we're very excited to get back to the Three Arena. It's always a great, great night.
Well, look, thanks so much for talking to us today. It's been fantastic.
Yes.
As I said, like, this is kind of like my thing there. I've been just sitting watching the both of you talk there, going, "Oh my God, I can't believe we're talking to Snow Patrol."
While we were waiting to talk to you, I googled museum gloves while we were waiting to talk to you. They've moved from cotton to a rubber-based one now, Carl. Just to let you know.
You went into granular.
I really,
detail.
it's like museum gloves. Like, I hold you like museum gloves. That's a great line. Okay.
I wrote that line and recorded it, and I'm singing it every night now, and I don't know that. I don't know that information.
It's they're called nitrite gloves. So there you go.
Okay. Well, there you are. Well,
It's the new merchandise for them now.
That could be merch.
Yes,
That could be merch.
Museum gloves.
Hold your museum gloves in the air. It could happen.
That's brilliant.
Okay, well, listen, Gary, it's been fantastic to talk to you, and best of luck with the new album, and we'll see you in Dublin soon.
Thank you both. Take
Cheers.
care.
Thanks
Cheers,
so
Gary.
much.
Great to talk to this.